What is going on, everybody out there? It is your boy CryptoMykel here, coming to you today with a mining update video. Today we are going to be going over what it's like mining in 2023 so far, because it is only like the first week of the year. But we will also be going over a couple important questions. Is it still profitable? Is it not profitable? Does it even matter if it's profitable? Three things that are very important right now, as well as I do have a question that I would like to ask the community. And but first, a word from the sponsor video that doesn't exist this time. Yeah, what is up, guys? So, what is going on? I hope you are all having a fantastic year so far. I may have not seen some of y'all since last year, but here we are, brand new year, brand new us, right? And we're still mining, right? So what's it like mining in 2023, you may ask? It's the same. It's the same as it was last beginning, at least towards the end of last year, right? So this time we are going to be kind of going over, is it profitable? Is it not profitable? Does it matter if it's profitable? Very important questions as we enter the new year. The most profitable coin for most of last year was Ethereum. So once that was kind of taken away from us, a lot of miners stopped mining, as well as kind of came the inevitable mining bear market, right? Nothing is as profitable as Ethereum was, and maybe that could change this year, especially with maybe an upcoming bull market. Not saying it happens, but not saying it's gonna happen, but it could happen. It should happen, maybe, kind of, sort of. I don't know. We'll see how that kind of pans out as this year kind of goes along, and if something is going to be viable enough to take that top kind of earning spot, right? Right now, FLUX has been a pretty hot topic, and I've been mining FLUX for a long time, and it has been my go-to since, the merge happened and Ethereum did away with proof of work. I've been mining FLUX since then, full tilt, and getting ready for now what is upcoming, the FLUX halving, which is like 25-ish days away. Yeah, 25 days away. So that, as it sits, we have 25 days up until the block reward will decrease from 75 flux down to 37.5 flux. Now that does include both the mining side as well as the node side. They will both be affected by this. All right. So that's kind of coming up here for just FLUX in itself, as it is right now. But is it profitable? Yeah, for the most part, depending on what your electricity rate is. If it's low enough, then for sure it's still profitable enough. For me, it's profitable because I have a few of my rigs are at a family member's house and keeping their house warm, while I'm not having to pay the electric for them. So I can offset a lot of my mining costs because of those rigs. That does help out quite a bit. I do have EV rates here at the house, so that does help out with my electricity here. I have to run a few rigs here, of course, because I have to keep them like a minimum quota in order to stay on EV rates. So I keep the most efficient rigs here with me. That way I can easily keep my electricity bill down, as well as keep myself on a non-fluctuating rate. I noticed that last summer my electricity would have been almost near 13 to 14 cents per kilowatt hour, but because I'm on EV rates, it never went above 8 after everything was said and done. So I call that a win, and I have to have to and would love to keep my EV rate, so I got to keep rigs on here. Now, that's just me. Everyone's story is a little bit different. You know, if they're still profitable, maybe many of you are, you know, not profitable. Right now is it's pretty harsh times. Prices are down very much so from all-time highs across the board. Electricity rates have gone up for a lot of people. Not to mention when the merge happened, it was summertime, so electricity rates were already pretty high, and once Ethereum was gone, you had to like deal with high electricity rates with something that wasn't earning as much to pay your electricity rate. So that's kind of the tit for tat on that one, right? It may not be profitable for you anymore. So maybe you sold your GPUs, and maybe it's better just to buy the coins. You know, everyone's story is a little bit different, right? But for some people, it really just doesn't matter if it's profitable. I kind of fall into that category because of, you know, what we talked about beforehand. I don't really care if it's profitable. I do to an extent, but I care to a profitability point of I would like to yield the most coins, not so much yield the most dollars. I want to yield the most coins to better prepare myself for in the future. That's just me. Luckily, I'm mining FLUX. That's not the most profitable coin, but you know, with the parallel assets and future parallel asset drops and things like that, I have felt that it's been the best way to go for mining FLUX at least up until this point so far. Of course, that could change. Who knows? Once the halving happens, we might go mine something else. I don't know. Really know until that kind of happens, and we'll be following that, of course, here on the channel, like really closely. But you know, that kind of helps me out, like personally, you know, if whether or not I'm profitable or not. So we'll kind of see how that kind of goes along here. Of course, like the lineup for GPUs, like whether or not they're really profitable or not, is really not too bad. The 4090 is, of course, taking the cake, as usually the 90 class of that generation usually does pretty well. 4090 is doing pretty good, almost hitting about $1 a day, but profit after electricity at 10 cents is 16 cents. So not the best, but it does have the highest yielding revenue in a 24-hour period. So not too bad. Of course, you do have also the Radeon 7900 XTX, which Vega has, and he's had a few issues with it, but it's not so much the card's fault. It's so much like the overclocking and drivers for the card has been kind of iffy for him, and not so much like the card's fault. But there have been issues arising with these cards, as we've seen. But I don't have one personally, so I can't attest to any of that. But I will link Vega's channel down below, and he has a bunch of videos past and coming for the 700 XTX. So stay tuned for that. All right, so guys, I would love to know, all right, like during the downtime of you know, the facility, not the facility downtime, but while I'm doing like upgrades and things like that, you know, sometimes editing videos takes longer for me to do, so it kind of hurts me being able to like post content on a regular basis because I'm not here to edit the videos and like do the things the way that I normally do them. So I might be changing things up just a little bit here on the channel. We'll be keeping like, the tutorials and stuff like that we normally do here on the show, and the node updates. But as of like February 1st, they're going to be paying creators for YouTube Shorts. So you might see more YouTube Shorts on the channel coming up here soon. And it's mainly will be of like facility stuff. Just because when I'm there, it would be easier to make a few YouTube Shorts compared to recording a bunch of video, come home, try and spend time with the family, sleep, eat, wake up, do it again, and still have to like record more video and still edit the video. So you'll see some more shorts just to kind of help out the algorithm, as I've made a few shorts and they get a couple hundred if not 1,000 views compared to like the actual videos, and it's helping the traffic out quite a bit. So we're gonna try it out, especially towards as February rolls in, and you'll start seeing more and more shorts here on the channel. Not that you won't see decreased content otherwise, but you might see more content, because we'll still be doing our live streams every Saturday morning, of course, as well as we will be trying to do our Tuesday, Thursday drops of videos. So we're doing the best we can, but I would love to know like what y'all would maybe love to see in the meantime. Would you like to see more talking videos like this? Would you want to see me going over profitability of a specific coin, maybe going in depth over a specific coin, things like that? I would love to know what your thoughts would be and what you think of those ideas. I would greatly appreciate it. Especially, I would greatly appreciate it if you smash the like button, subscribe button, that bell notification, so every time that we go live here or post videos on the channel, because it really does help out quite a bit. Make sure you share this with your favorite peoples, and we'll see y'all in the next one. Hope you stay hashing. Much love. Peace out. Stay savage. See y'all next time.